Hello friends, I hope you understand the first video regarding inheritance. In that first video we discussed what is inheritance, what exactly concept of inheritance is, how you are going to inherit one class into another class or properties of one class into another class in C++. In that we discussed different types of inheritance, just introduction of that. Then we start with the single inheritance. In single inheritance, what we have done, we have created one base class and we have created another derived class, and we have created object of derived class, and then we use functions which are present in the base class and in the derived class. So I hope you understand what is exactly meaning of inheritance. Now we are going to discuss another example of single inheritance. After that you will definitely understand how how you are going to use inheritance in programming language. So this is our next example where we are going to create one class and we are going to inherit that class into multiple classes. So here, as we know that in single inheritance we have one base class, and from that one base class we are going to derive multiple classes, or single class or multiple class. It is according to your requirement. Now when you are going to create a single class, or when you create a single class, in that class you are going to create multiple functionality. Now consider you want to create another class, and you want to use some of the functionality or properties of previous class. Then you are going to use inheritance in a programming. Now here you can see a simple example where we have different types of people. Now here we have one base class which is a person. Person is our base class. Now what is meant by base class, that all of you know, from which you are going to derive some properties and functionality into derived class. So here in this example, person is our base class. Now you can say that a person, any person, that person have some properties, like a person can talk, walk, read, eat, sleep. These are the common property a person should have or a person have. And apart from that, we are going to create some other classes like teacher, player and actor, which is derived from a single class, that is person. So here a person is our base class, and teacher, player and actor is our derived class. In this example you can see that in the teacher class what we are going to do, we are going to use some properties and functionality of base class like talk and walk. These two functionalities are common in these three class, and apart from that, that particular class have their own functionality, like teacher have teaching, player have play or playing, and actor have acting. That is their role which they are going to perform. So here you can understand, whenever you are creating any application, you are going to create some classes, and in that class you are going to write some code. And when you want to use the same code, instead of writing that code again and again, what you can do, you can inherit that class into the new class or a child class. So it is not mandatory that you are going to use all the functions which are present in the base class into derived class. Whatever functions you want to use, you can take into the derived class. Like for teacher, player and actor, we are taking three functionality, that is common functionality, talk and walk, and apart from that the particular class have their own function. Let's execute, or let's see the program of this particular example. Now here is our program which is based on this previous diagram. Here we are going to create one class person, and that person class has some functions, and we are going to derive new class from that person. So as we discussed, this is our base class and these are our derived class. So single inheritance is there because we have only single base class for every derived class. To see this program, here we are creating one class person. In that we have some variable and some functions. Our functions are like void display, void walk, void talk. Display will display age of that particular person. So that person have age, like every person have age, actor have age, teacher have age, player have age. let's say some businessman is there, that businessman have age. So age is one of the thing or one of the property that we are going to use, and we are going to give value to that particular variable age by using some object, and then we are going to use these functions from the base class. Now this is person is our base class. Here we have one integer value and we have three functions. One is display, another is void walk and void talk. Then we are going to create one of the class, that this is our derived class teacher, which is derived from the base class person. So we are going to write like this: class teacher colon public person. Here we are going to create one function, that is teach. So apart from these three functions, we are going to have another function, that is teach for particular teacher. So see out, I can teach maths. So we are going to display this message. Then we are going to derive another class, that is player, from class base class person. So class player colon access specifier public, and this person is our base class name. And we are going to create another function here, that is play game. So here we are going to display I can play football. So here this is our base class and these two are our derived class. Now we are going to create a main function of our program. Here we are going to create object of a teacher class and object of a player class. So these are T and P is nothing but the object of teacher class and object of player class. So T dot age, that means we are providing value of this age. For teacher the age is 32, and then we are going to display, or we are going to call this functions T dot display and T dot teach. Here you can see in T dot display we are displaying age, as well as we are calling this function, that is void walk and void talk. Similarly, we are going to create object of a class player, that is p dot age. So we are assigning value to player. So player का age क्या होगा यहाँ पे 20, and then we are going to call the function display, which is present in base class, and p dot play game, the function which is present in derived class. So this will be your output. It will display my age is 32, I can walk, I can talk, I can teach maths. Whereas for player it is my age is 20, I can walk, I can talk, and I can play football. Here we can see the same program where we have created base class, that is person, derived class teacher, and derived class player, where we are deriving a class from the base class person. So, and we have their own functionality. Here in main function we have created object for teacher, that is T. Then we are assigning value for age, and we are using this object to execute function or call function which is present in the base class and in the derived class. Similarly for player we are assigning age, we are using function from base class, that is display, and play game is a function of a derived class. When we compile this program and then run, you can see that my age is 32, I can walk, I can talk, and I can teach maths. So this I can teach maths is from our teacher class, whereas I can walk and I can talk is from our base class. Similarly for player, age is 20, I can walk and I can talk, this is present in our base class, whereas I can play football is present in our derived class. So I hope you understand when to use inheritance and how to use inheritance. In application, when you are going to create any application, that time you are not going to rewrite same code again and again. So in that case you are going to create your own class, or in that you are going to create multiple functions, and then you create some other class where you want to use some functions from previous class. Then you can inherit that particular class into your new class. In this way you can achieve inheritance in any programming language. Thank you.